They will do anything to justify their actions. See, the people that came up against you and attacked you, they had no reason, or at least they had no justifiable reason, no God-fearing reason, no logical reason. Their reason was because they were envious. That's not a good reason. Their reason was because they wanted to be you, have what you have, and do what you do. Their reason was because they wanted to take your place. Their reason was your righteousness and the spirit that's in you that works through you irritates their demons. And none of these are justifiable, and they took these before God, and God denied all of them. So in order to justify their actions, knowing that they were wrong, knowing that their gut feeling was telling them, hey, stop, slow down, and think this thing through. But in order to justify their actions, they involved others. Because you know how people think, they have that pack mentality. They know they're wrong, but if they could get 2 or 3 people to agree with them, if they could get 2 or 3 people to, take part in their evil ways, to take part in their evil mindset, then guess what? These people feel a whole lot better. These people can sleep good at night because they know they're not in this by themselves. And this is the wrong way to look at things, chosen ones. But you already know this. See, you never have this type of mindset to where you're going to justify evil. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You can acknowledge it and move forward. But because these people struggle with pride, these people struggle with ego, these people struggle with a self-centered evil spirit, they can never be wrong. And this is why people continue to walk out of their lives and it's always somebody else's fault. Even though they're the person that's always doing people grimy. They're the person that's always stealing, cheating, lying, and their reputation speaks for itself. But to them, they're never wrong. To the group that they have recruited, they're never wrong. To the people that fake it every day in their face, they're never wrong. But the people around them are just as lost as them. And the people around them didn't agree to take part in these wicked ways, this witchcraft that they all been pitching in, the stalking that they all been taking turns in and shift that they were doing. They're not doing it no more because they've been having some problems, right? All the gossip, all the lies, all they're trying to recruit people around you to come up against you as well because they knew there was no way to get close to you. They did all these things so that they could feel better about themselves, because when they look at you, they see something that they're not, and something that they're not strong enough to become, something that they're not worthy enough in their mind to aim for. Even though you know, like I know, we're all worthy. This is why Lord Jesus made that sacrifice. This is why he gave us that opportunity, not to waste it and to hate on others and to recruit people to take others down, but to take advantage of it and use it to better our lives. And once we get our cup full, guess what? Use it to better other people's lives. But pulling people down will never allow you to wear the crown. And that's what they wanted. They wanted your crown. They didn't just want to be you for the fact of being you. They wanted to be you because they knew the blessings that came with you being you in your life. The blessings that came with your life, the blessings that came with your calling, the blessings that came with your overall personality and who you've always been. You've always been able to touch things and make things turn into gold extremely fast. You've always been extremely intelligent, bro. You've always been extremely wise, sis. You've never allowed things to hold you back. Even though it may have looked like that for a certain amount of time, God put you through that for a reason. To strengthen you, to test you, and to see if you're truly worthy. And meanwhile, all these people that your enemy went to and recruited them to come up against you are now starting to see the truth. They're now starting to see that this person was wrong in the first place. This person was a hater in the first place. This person not only had negative intentions for you, but had negative intentions for them by reeling them into something that they knew wouldn't work, that they knew was unjustified, that they knew if they went down, they wouldn't have to go down by themselves. Cowardly thinking. And these people have the nerve to want to be kings and queens like you chosen ones. But they're not. Because a queen and a king is based off their character and their actions, not off the materialism. You know what I mean? A lot of these people felt like they had high positions. They had a lot of money. They had all these things going on for themselves. And then, on top of that, they had numbers. And they thought, well, just little old you. Because you're so by yourself, right? No protection, no protection. It's just little old you. Okay, well, how come you come out of things every single time? How come all these attempts and attacks never worked? How come it was all a failure to begin with, but they still took part in it over years to their own demise? They watched their bank account dwindle, thinking that yours would. And even if yours did, the money never made you, because your wealth is internal. Your wealth is spiritual. So you don't have to reach and grab for it. That's why they're trying to figure out how things are coming out of nowhere. Because you're blessed, you're gifted, you're chosen. Your value is here, so nobody could ever take it from you. Your gifts are here, so nobody can ever take it from you. So therefore, these people have no power. They tried to do every trick in the book, but their tricks are for fools, because they're fools. Even though some of these people have high positions, they have degrees, they went to school for 20 years, 18 years, they're really foolish because you just have high school diploma and AA. You might just have a high school diploma, but this is why they thought they could outwit you, out-trick you, not knowing that God was with you and you get your knowledge from God. So which one's more powerful? Getting your knowledge from a university, man-made, getting a degree, man-made in a position, supposedly high position that's given to you by man, or getting your degree straight from the Most High God, getting your power straight from Lord Jesus, right? Getting your destiny and your purpose straight from the source. You didn't have to waste time moving in different directions that were just not worth it. You didn't have to waste time hating because you were mad that you moved in the wrong direction instead of following the Lord Jesus, and instead of correcting it because it's never too late. They wanted to hate so they could justify the people that didn't take their route. Imagine them dedicating 18, 20 years to this so-called system that we all know is evil. We're seeing more and more get exposed each and every day. And you're still not happy after you make that sacrifice, join that organization, take those oaths. And then meanwhile, they're watching somebody like you chosen ones get the same exact blessings, but more. Same exact favor, but more. Same exact everything, but more. And you're actually happy. You're actually joyful. You actually have time to enjoy yourself, get to know yourself, grow yourself, and serve God and help people. And see, this is what they hate, because instead of acknowledging that they were wrong and they should have just took a more genuine route in life, they'd rather destroy you to where they can justify their failure. They would rather come up against you to where they could feel like they could sleep good at night. And this is why it says in the Bible, wicked people cannot rest until they do evil. And this is why they continue to attack you. And the people that they recruited in these groups, a lot of these people didn't agree because it was justified, because they knew it was wrong. But they wanted to fit in so bad. They wanted some type of buddy-buddy friendship so bad. They couldn't find their own dependence. And a lot of these people they looked up to, they had respect for, they thought, oh, they're in a high position. Maybe I could get something out of this. I can make some new opportunities, right? All for the dollar, all for that yearning to fit in. And guess what? They knew they were wrong. But now they're in the same boat with the enemy. They're in the same boat with your haters, sitting down at a table, watching you rise, staying in the place that they should have stayed in the first place. But now, instead of willingly coming to the table and getting up and dealing with their lives, God has them stuck to the table and glued to the screen, glued to whatever you have going on, whether it's social media, Facebook, if you're on YouTube, TikTok, whatever you may do, bro, whatever you may do, sis, they can't stop watching you. Person, you're walking around doing your errands, they can't stop watching you. Because what they thought was meant to fail, they're seeing each and every day, was meant to be on a throne, was meant to win the whole time, was meant to prosper the whole time. And they spent their last dime the whole time trying to bet against something that was already predestined to win. Your life was already planned out for success. There's nothing nobody can do about that. And the more that people try, the more that God moves them out the way to where you can continue your purpose, because you have important things to do. And there's no more time for delays. See, last season you were probably like, man, what's up with all the delays? Like, what's up with everything? Like, things looking kind of stagnant, like doing the work, but it feels like I'm not getting no work. Because guess what? These people were too busy pulling on your energy because you were unaware at a certain point in time. You were buddy too. Not because you wanted to fit in, but because you had a loving heart. You were playing people close too. Not because you cared about what people think, but because you genuinely wanted to help people and connect with your family. But now that you're woke, they're spooked. Because knowledge scares people. The fact that they can't hide their intentions, it scares people. And guess what? If not being able to hide your intentions scares you, maybe you should be a better person. Maybe you should work on yourself as a man or a woman instead of trying to hide behind a mask. Right? Because I don't care if you know what I'm thinking, because it's going to be written on my face. I know I'm an honorable person, so I don't have to hide what I think. I don't have to bite my tongue. I don't have to fake anything, nor do you, chosen ones. And this is why God is preparing the biggest blessings of your life. And what seemed to be unjustified abuse, unjustified attacks, negativity coming into your life, lies coming into your life, it seemed to just be like a very Job type season, right? And then sometimes it just confused you and almost made you want to give up because it was out of your understanding. But this is the thing about trusting the Most High God above all else. He told you to keep pushing for a reason, because it was out of your understanding, right? Yeah, because He's the Most High God. So His understanding, what He sees for you, His foresight, is not going to be your understanding until you get to the end of the tunnel. And now you have another nugget of wisdom, another nugget of knowledge. And this is why He did this and allowed this to happen from the beginning, from the jump. So now these people are sitting on the sideline, on the losing end of the bleachers, because they didn't want to rock with the winners. Now these people are suffering because they self-sabotaged their life, lost jobs, lost lovers, lost opportunities, all over you winning, or all over trying to stop you from winning, because they got irritated when God began to bless you in ways that they weren't getting blessed. They got mad that God wasn't rewarding their wickedness. You know what I mean? They wanted to be in your position so bad, it felt like you were undeserving, because they didn't see what you were doing behind the scenes. They didn't see the work. They didn't see the prayer. So therefore they found it unjustified for you to have it. But meanwhile, God had other plans. And He showed you time and time again that He's going to bless you regardless of what man says, regardless of what they do or what they try to come up against you with. And this is a new season, a new opportunity. Just make sure you guys enjoy it, because they enjoyed watching you suffer. They enjoyed watching you almost lose, almost break, almost give up. But that's why they call it almost. Nobody cares about almost when you win the championship. Oh, we almost won. It was only 2 points away. Look, bye. Boy, you didn't win. And if you know, these people's attacks, unjustified negativity, and just overall damage that they try to do to your life is never going to work, and it's never going to hold you back. Don't you be afraid to hop down there in that comment section and say, wicked ways will never be justified. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Make sure you guys hop down there, join that membership program. Make sure you guys hop down there, like this thing up, share this thing up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so we keep in the loop every time we drop. I'll catch you guys in the next one.